the early years of exile following the Communist Chinese occupation of Tibet in 1959, refugees escaping to India carried hundreds of manuscripts and other sacred objects out of Tibet. On the arduous journey across the Himalaya, these precious objects and texts were often guarded above all else. Once safe in India, many of these sacred manuscripts and artifacts were offered to His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Realizing the impending threat and precariousness of the situation, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, among other endeavors, conceived of and founded the Library of Tibetan Works and Archives to restore, protect, preserve and promote Tibetan culture. The cornerstone for the library's impressive Tibetan-style building was laid on the 11th of June 1970 in the hill station of Dharamsala, northern India, heart of the exiled Tibetan community. In November the following year, it opened its doors for the first time, growing to become one of the most important and premier institutions in the world dedicated to the preservation, restoration and dissemination of Tibetan culture.
This institute, Library of Tibetan Works and Archives, is established by His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Tibetan culture and religion is one of the most important world cultural heritage. Therefore, one of the main objectives of this institute is to preserve and promote this very unique and rich cultural heritage. I welcome all of you to enjoy the facilities we have and support in our activities.
The primary objectives of the Library of Tibetan Works and Archives are to provide comprehensive Tibetan culture study resources and to promote an environment that encourages research and exchange of knowledge between scholars and students. These factors are of the utmost importance in a contemporary world shaped by political and spiritual confusion. In 1991, the Institute was recognized as Center for Tibetan Studies by Himachal Pradesh University. In 1996, the exiled Tibetan Parliament accorded the Institute the exclusive combined status of National Library, National Museum, and National Archive. In 2003, the National Manuscripts Mission, an initiative of the Government of India, appointed the Library of Tibetan Works and Archives as one of the National Manuscripts Resource Centers. Having begun its life with humble collections of manuscripts and books in Tibetan and English, the library is now a repository of significant collections of artifacts, manuscripts, and other records, while also serving as a center for language and cultural education. It now has 9 full-fledged departments, which include the Administration, Tibetan Manuscripts Library, Foreign Language Reference Library, Museum, Audio-Visual Archive, Research and Translation, Cultural Research Publication, Oral History, and Science departments. Holdings have grown to more than 140,000 titles in the form of manuscripts, books, and documents. In addition to its general collection of books and manuscripts, the library also houses rare books and manuscripts such as the 12th century handwritten 8,000 verses of Wisdom Perfection Sutras. Besides that, it also holds a significant number of Tibetan scroll paintings, statues, and other artifacts, and over 100,000 photographs, negatives, and slides, predominantly black and white images, including photos taken in the early 1940s in Tibet, as well as over 45,000 hours of audio-visual recordings. The Library of Tibetan Works and Archives is not only a library, a museum and an archive, but also an academic institute, where cultural and educational courses, seminars, conferences, workshops and lecture series are held, providing wider avenues of learning and knowledge sharing that help promote an environment which fosters research and exchange of knowledge among scholars, researchers, students, and interested general public. The library holdings increase every year, and enrollments in Buddhist philosophy and language and cultural courses continue to grow. Each year sees an increasing number of visitors, researchers and students drawn to this institution, which is able to provide them educational and cultural experiences hard to find elsewhere in the world. In a year, an average of 200 students and research scholars from over 40 nations around the globe come to study and research Buddhist philosophy and Tibetan language and culture. The Library of Tibetan Works and Archives is also actively working to develop relationships with world-class academic institutions around the globe to encourage cultural exchanges and other resources. As a result, over the years, the library has signed memorandums of understanding with the Universidade Federal de São Paulo, Brazil, Kalmyk State University, Russia, Kalmyk Institute for Humanitarian Studies of Russian Academy of Sciences, Russia, Tuva State University, Russia, Emory University, USA, Aarhus University, Denmark, Translation Institute for Tibetan Buddhist Canon, Dongguk University, South Korea, Le Collège de France, Paris, the Faculty of Philosophy, Lomonosov, Moscow State University, Russia, Central University of Himachal Pradesh, Dharamsala, India, and the Meridian Trust, UK. Oral traditions are very susceptible to permanent loss should their transmission be interrupted. Therefore, considering their urgency and significance, a dedicated Department of Oral History was created in the mid-1970s to record, document and publish the resources. It now holds thousands of hours and transcriptions of records related to the Tibetan culture, tradition and lives in diaspora. To this day, it has brought out over 46 series of books exclusively based on verified oral histories. The library also houses an active publication department, which has published over 600 books in Tibetan, English and Hindi, including journals and newsletters concerning Buddhist philosophy and Tibetan culture. As a centre for education, the library has welcomed scholars and eminent personalities from all over the world, and has had a proud association with many of the world's most eminent Tibetologists. Using modern media and technology to restore, protect, preserve and promote the Tibetan culture is another initiative of the library. The library has so far scanned and completed digitization of about 15% of the rare documents, pictures and recordings from its collections, laying the foundation for future iterations of its collections in formats compatible with the world's ever-changing technologies. Realizing the importance of scientific education for Tibetan monastics, and under the guidance of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the library began an historic project in 1999 to introduce modern science to Buddhist monastic scholars. Since then, the library has helped usher in modern science education to Tibetan monastic institutions and bring the Tibetan science of mind into modern education by developing and implementing a comprehensive and sustainable science education for Tibetan monks and nuns, with the collaboration and support of other institutes and foundations. Hundreds of monks and nuns have completed their science education programs under eminent science teachers around the world to date. It has also organized over a dozen international conferences and exhibitions and brought out several publications to promote the integration of spiritual values and scientific investigations. In its nearly 5 decades of service, the library has made significant contributions on numerous fronts in the preservation and promotion of Tibetan culture. The Library of Tibetan Works and Archives is confident in its role of preserving and educating others about a compassionate and non-violent culture, whilst facing the threat of total extinction in its own land. Now, heading towards its 5th decade, the library continues to develop as the need for such an institution becomes more pressing. With much achieved and much planned, the Library of Tibetan Works and Archives looks forward to more fruitful years to come.
Benito